Welcome to the Life Navigation Podcast with Adefolarin, a space where we answer the questions about God and life, helping you walk with clarity, understanding, and purpose. Inspired by 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3, we believe God has given you everything you need to live effectively. Let's navigate life together. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Life Navigation Podcast with Adefolarin, and I'm your host, Adefolarin. Thank you so much. Thank you once again for joining me on another episode of the Life Navigation Podcast. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who connected to last week's episode. Thank you for the reviews. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the feedback. It was amazing. Thank you for your support. I want to say a very big thank you to everybody. God bless you. I'm grateful, and I am glad that what was intended was achieved. I'm really glad. So I want to say thank you to everybody. So welcome to the second episode of the Life Navigation Podcast, and today we'll be discussing another very important topic, answering a very important question that lingers in the heart of every single individual, or let me say most individuals who don't have the clarity yet. And so it is very important that we try to give some answers, try to give some clarity to the best of our ability. So today we'll be talking about purpose, and the question I want to answer is, what really is purpose? There have been various discussions about the question of purpose. People ask, okay, what is my purpose? And this question is from a conflict that resides in most people's hearts. And it is a conflict of performance without fulfillment. People are doing a lot of things. People are engaged. People are doing so many things, right? But they can't seem to find fulfillment most times. Sometimes they are even successful or making money or whatever it is, but they can't seem to find a sense of fulfillment in it. And it draws them back to the question of, okay, so what am I meant to be doing? What is my purpose? It raises a lot of questions. It raises a lot of confusion in people. And I know I'm not the first to be discussing about this. There have been countless perspectives and opinions, and discussions around the subject of purpose, right? But to the best of my ability and my knowledge, I want to try help somebody today, even if it's just one person. I want to try help somebody today come out from that confusion, right? To come into understanding of what purpose really is, and probably how to discover purpose. So this will be the first part of this discussion, where I'll be majoring mainly on what purpose is, right? And the next part, which will be next week, I'll be discussing on ways I believe one can discover and fulfill purpose. So I think that will give us a balanced perspective and tool to anybody who is in this confusion of understanding what purpose is. Okay, so let's go right into it. What is purpose? Right, what is purpose? First, let me give a definition, a very simple definition. Purpose is simply why something is. It is simply why something is. And this can help us in really journeying into what purpose is and understanding it. What is the purpose of a knife? It is a kitchen tool to help you dissect your food ingredient, right? What is the purpose of a door? It is to grant security and access, right? What is the purpose of a phone? Is it to browse? Is it to make videos? Is it to make calls? Right? So what is the purpose of human? Why are we here? What is our purpose? This question lurks in the heart of most people, and sometimes brings them into a state of confusion and despair because they are lost. They don't understand what to do. And their greatest confusion is, how do I even begin to understand this and realize my own purpose and begin to walk in my own purpose? Because we find some people in the world who seem to be doing something good, doing something great out there, and they are fulfilling purpose, fulfilling what they believe to be their purpose. And for most people, they are lost. Especially for young people who are getting to their prime and there is an identity conflict. And the deepest part of that identity conflict is because they don't know who they truly are and they don't know why they are here or what they are meant to do. And so I really want to help, even if it's just one person today, even if it's just one person, to really understand this question, this quest for purpose. Because I will tell you this, understanding purpose will be one of the greatest discovery of your life in your life's journey on earth. I can't remember the person who said this now. He said, there are two greatest days of your life. He said, the day you were born and the day you realize why. The day you were born and the day you realize why you were born. Because it makes all the difference. Understanding what you are meant to fulfill on earth makes all the difference, makes your life count. Because it is not how long you live, but it is how fully you lived through the expression of your own self, through the fulfillment of your purpose. And so I want to help somebody today. I really am so passionate today in helping somebody. I really want to help somebody understand this today. Okay, so what is purpose? What really is purpose? Like I said, purpose is simply the reason behind something. Purpose is the reason behind something. The search for purpose is not meant to be burdensome. It's not meant to be a struggle that we go through in life. God did not put us on earth to start becoming confused and worried about why we are here. There's truly a path towards working in purpose and fulfilling purpose, right? There is truly a part, and sometimes it's because people lack the proper guidance that they require in understanding and walking through this journey. And I hope I'm able to help somebody today. Okay, now before I really go down into what purpose is, I want to tell you what purpose is not, because when you know what something is not, it is easier for you to know what it is. So what purpose is not? Number one, purpose is not your passion. This is often a conflict that many people live in. It's often a confusion that many people have. Purpose is not passion. You see, while passion can point us toward our purpose, it is not purpose in itself. Because I love speaking doesn't mean my purpose is to speak. Because I love singing doesn't mean my purpose is to sing. Because I love cooking doesn't mean my purpose is to cook. Because I love playing video games doesn't mean God put me on his head to be playing video games. No. Because I love sewing clothes doesn't mean my purpose is to sew clothes. Because I love doing sport doesn't mean my purpose is sport. Purpose is not passion. It's a very key understanding we must have about purpose. It is not passion. In fact, let me say this ahead of time. Purpose has nothing to do with what you do. I know this might come as a shocker to some people, but purpose in its essence, in its root form, has nothing to do with what you do. What you do does not equate to purpose. But what you do can be a channel towards fulfilling purpose. That is the difference. So you must understand this, that purpose is not passion. Number two, purpose is not your career. You often hear people say, my purpose is to become a doctor, my purpose is to become an engineer, to become a lawyer, to become a footballer, to become a fashion designer. Whatever it is, just because you love it or just because it's something you love doing or you would like to do, doesn't mean that is your purpose. Purpose is not your career. That is not purpose. Okay? Number 3, purpose is not your hobby or your interest. Okay? Because some activity seems pleasurable to you, okay, doesn't mean it is your purpose. Okay? Because something is pleasurable, you love doing it, doesn't mean it is purpose. You see, hobbies, passion, career, all of these things can serve in a synergetic way in fulfilling purpose, but in themselves, they are not purpose. Let me ask you this. Do you think the purpose of a phone is to make calls? Do you think the purpose of a phone is to browse the internet, to make videos, to create content? Do you think the purpose of a phone is to watch movies? That is not the purpose of a phone. Because even before phone, people have been communicating. But I will tell you this. The purpose of a phone is to aid communication. It is not what it does. It is what it achieves. So, messaging, calls, social media are a means to achieve the purpose of what a phone was created to do. What it does is not the purpose. What it does is a channel, a pattern, or a function of how it fulfills its purpose. What is the purpose of a knife in the kitchen? Is it to cut yam or to cut meat? That is its function, not its purpose. The purpose of a knife is ease in the kitchen. So this understanding begins to move or shift your mind away from function to essence. Because oftentimes we define purpose by function, but how a thing is used does not define its purpose. So the same knife that is used in the kitchen can be used to commit crime. Somebody can use a knife to kill somebody. That doesn't mean the purpose of the knife is to kill. It was just used to kill. So how a thing is used does not define the purpose of its creation. This is a big mindset shift we must have in understanding purpose in its entire sense. We must shift our minds from function or performance to essence, to the originality of why it was created. The purpose of a cloth that you wear is not to make you feel good or look good, even though it does that, right? The purpose is for shelter, is to clothe you, to clothe your nakedness. And in doing that, it makes you look good, makes you feel good. To really understand what purpose is, we must shift our minds from function or performance to essence. So, like I did say, purpose is not your passion. Because you love singing doesn't mean your purpose is to sing. Singing might be a way to fulfill your purpose, but singing in itself is not purpose. Your career is not your purpose. You were not created to be a doctor. You were created for a reason. Being a doctor might be a way to fulfill that reason. It is not the reason in itself. So what is purpose? What is purpose? Before I go to what purpose really is in itself, I will say this to you. Purpose is a journey. You see, it is not a goal you want to achieve or a plan. Purpose is not a destination you are headed. Purpose is a journey. And you see, this journey lasts through your lifetime. Your entire lifetime captures your purpose. And it captures your purpose at every season, at every moment, at every phase of your life. So you must have this at the back of your mind. In understanding, walking and fulfilling purpose, you must know that purpose is a journey. It is your life journey that lasts through your lifetime. In its essence, purpose really is a call. Purpose is a calling. Purpose is an assignment. Purpose is a mission that you were created on earth to fulfill. I'll say it again. Purpose is a calling, it is an assignment, and a mission that you were put on earth to fulfill. And you see, that call, that assignment, and that mission will manifest itself at different phases, at different places, and at different seasons in your life through different expression. But across those different phases, those different places, and those different seasons in your life journey, your purpose, that calling, that assignment, and that mission will find an expression. You can use a knife not only in the kitchen, you can also use it outside of the kitchen. Even though the knife was designed for the kitchen, it can be used outside the kitchen. It's still fulfilling its purpose, but in a different place. Not every knife is meant to be in the kitchen. In fact, there are different types of knife. There's now table knife, kitchen knife. There's even fruit knife you want to use for eating fruit. They are all knives, but they are all fulfilling a purpose at different places, at different phases. So purpose is a call, is an assignment, it is a mission that finds its expression. You must put this, it's a keyword that finds its expression at different phases, places, and seasons of your life through different expressions. So that what this does is that it doesn't box you to saying, oh, you were just created to sing. No. Your purpose can find expression through different functions. Because you find people, especially people who are multi-potentialite, people who have different passions and talents, they'll be like, okay, so what am I meant to really do? I can sing, I can do this, I can do this. So what am I meant to do? Who am I? What is my purpose? It is because you are misplacing function for purpose. All of those things are the things you do. They are not who you are. It is also something you must understand about purpose. That purpose in its essence is who you are. It distincts you. And what this tells you and what this makes you understand is that you can find two people doing the same thing, but they are fulfilling different purpose entirely. Because purpose is unique to you. It's your essence. It is who you are. It is what separates you from the other person. Even twins who are identical, who look exactly alike, speak exactly the same way, dress exactly the same way, who are in everything alike, are different in their life's purpose, in their life's call. So you must understand this. Purpose is really your essence. It is who you are. It is why you are. It is not what you do. It is why you are. So you see, once you understand this, it drives to go deeper into your heart, to begin to search within your heart that what truly drives me? Who am I? Take your eyes away from the superficiality of functions of what people do. Look deeper into yourself and ask yourself, who am I truly? What is that thing that is essential to my life, that makes a difference to me? And this is where I'm going to build on next week in discovering and fulfilling purpose. Okay? It drives you to begin to question yourself away from functions, away from performance, away from the things that you do, away from the things that you love doing, away from the career that you want to pursue. But it begins to let you go deeper into your heart to really know, what is my essence? Who am I? What is my essence? What do I really want to fulfill? What do I really want to achieve? What is that thing that makes a difference to me? And that thing can find its expression in various ways, in singing, in cooking, in fashion design. But there is something behind all of those things that truly makes a difference, and that is essential to you. It makes you different. It makes you distinct. Remember, purpose is a journey. It is not a destination. It is not where you are going. It is a journey that lasts through your lifetime. It is a call. It is an assignment. It is a mission that finds its expression across different places, phases, and seasons of your life, manifested through different functions and through different areas. You must keep this in your mind. It is a great mindset shift that takes you away from performance and function to essence. So when you hear purpose, when you are questioning purpose, where your mind must go to is in essence. your essence. The essence of a phone is not to call, is not to browse, is not for internet. The essence of a mobile phone is for connectivity and for communication. That is the essence of a phone. So what it does is simply a way it achieves its essence. So ask yourself today, what is my essence? Not what I do. What is my essence? And this is where I'm going to draw the curtain on today's episode of the Life Navigation Podcast. And I'll pick it up from here in discovering and fulfilling purpose. There are different ways one can discover purpose. And that is where I'm going to build on and pick it from next week. Thank you once again for joining me on today's episode of the Life Navigation Podcast with Adefolarin. I'm certain that this episode will really make a difference in your life. Even if it's just for one person to really understand this and fulfilled. So I'm going to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for staying through. I hope this episode has been delightful to you, has been impactful, and has really touched your heart. And if it does, please do well to reach out, do well to like, do well to comment, do well to share this with somebody. This will bless somebody. Do well to share with somebody that this can make a difference in their life. And I'll be very grateful if you can do that. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode. Thank you for staying through. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for supporting. I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful to have you listening to me. Without you, there is no Life Navigation Podcast. So thank you. I'm grateful, and God bless you. Till next week, keep navigating well. Love you. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the Life Navigation Podcast with Adefolarin. Do well to like, subscribe, and if you got any wisdom, any value, any clarity, do well to share it with somebody who needs it. In case you have any question you would like us to give answers to, do well to share it and we'll give you the answers you need. Till next time, keep navigating well. Bye.